Living abroad is the new American dream. Today I'm going to give you some of the biggest reasons why Americans are moving from America to Europe and Latin America and how they're managing to improve their quality of life substantially. America is undergoing a cost of living crisis that doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon. Inequality is a big problem in America. The rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. While the original American dream is still alive, the new American dream is to live abroad. Millions of Americans are dreaming to relocate to a country where they can get more out of life, where they can improve their living standards, improve their quality of life, reduce their living costs, and pay less in taxes. One of the biggest problems in America is the car dependency. Every household in America has at least one car, and oftentimes it's multiple cars per household because you need a car to get around. You do need a car in Miami, you do need a car in Texas, except for maybe New York, you probably need a car in America. And a car is a hefty expense. So many Americans are relocating from America to Europe where public transportation is accessible and affordable. Europe got great public transportation. You can take the tram, you can take the bus, you can take the train. In fact, you can travel around whole Europe by train if you wanted to, or even by bus at a fraction of the cost of flying. Airfare is so much more affordable in Europe than it is in America. Now you might think, I would love to live in Europe, but I cannot make the transition because I'm tied to my job in the United States. This is a very common problem, and if this problem were not to exist, many Americans would have relocated to a different country a long time ago. However, now that we have the internet, it's pretty easy to make money online and live in a country where you just get more bang for the buck. The lack of public transportation in America is a big problem, and it's been a big problem for many decades. Almost 100 years ago, when they decided to get rid of all the streetcars, a lot of things changed in America. In the 30s, rampant car dependency changed the lives of so many Americans. Car dependency leads to obesity and many health problems that we don't even want to start talking about, or the length of this video would go up to an hour easily. Envision a life where you could get by without a car, where you can walk to places, or where you can use the train, the tram, the metro, the bus, or even an inexpensive Uber. How would that change the quality of your life? If we compare the quality of life in America to certain places in Europe, specifically Southern Europe, we can see that you can get as much as 30 to 40 cents on the dollar by relocating from America to Southern Europe. It isn't just about public transportation. Let's talk about dining out and especially food quality, which is not that great in America these days. Many Americans love to spend the summers in Europe, specifically Greece, Italy, Spain, Portugal, the European countries with some of the highest quality of life, where you can enjoy the delicious, fresh Mediterranean cuisine, which is much healthier. So yes, many Americans are relocating to Europe because of the deteriorating quality of American food. In Europe, you can get more for less. You get higher quality of food for less money, which is ultimately better for your health. You're going to live a longer life. So yes, increase your life expectancy, and you will spend less money on healthcare. Basically, you're killing two birds with one stone, actually three birds with one stone, because the quality of the food, it's more enjoyable, it's healthier, it's tastier, where the proteins actually taste like proteins without all the unnecessary seasoning. It's just a better mousetrap. All right, let's talk about healthcare, one of America's biggest problems. Healthcare in America is not really affordable. You can talk to the average American and they will tell you that healthcare is a pain in the neck. Premiums can be as high as $1,000 to $1,500. It is absolutely ludicrous. Given statistics and reports, Europe has some of the best healthcare in the entire world. And best of all, my American friends, it is affordable. Yes, Americans can afford healthcare in Europe, but a lot of them cannot afford healthcare in the United States, and even the ones that can afford it, they actually don't want to spend so much money on healthcare, especially if they can get the same quality or even better, higher quality healthcare in Europe for less. I know that we've mainly talked about Europe, but the same can also be said about certain parts of Latin America, where you get a lot better value for your money. The food quality is better in certain Latin countries than it is in the United States, and healthcare is certainly more affordable in many Latin countries including Argentina and Mexico. Another big reason why Americans are leaving America for Europe and Latin America is because of taxes. It's not the main reason in most cases. If you are like middle class, it's probably not the reason because you're not spending, you're not paying a lot in taxes. If you're a millionaire, multi-millionaire, and you have a business that generates at least $500,000 to $1 million a year, then that's a whole other story. However, most Americans do not leave America for tax reasons. Why? Well, there are tax avoidance structures which are legal and they're available to Americans as much as they're available to many other people. And if you have the right structure, you can actually save a lot of money on personal income taxes. So taxes can be delayed legally. We're talking about tax avoidance, which is legal. We are not talking about tax evasion, which is illegal. Why wouldn't you want to be living in Italy, Spain, Portugal, or Greece, where you get so much more value for your money? I feel like Europe makes a lot of sense for Americans because the quality of life is so much better, and yet Europe offers many similarities. The culture is very similar, right? It's much easier to assimilate for an American in Europe than it is for an American to assimilate in Asia. This is a matter of fact. Plus, what comes on top is that Americans can purchase land, they can own companies, they can fully integrate, and they can become citizens of many European countries. Many important requirements when considering a relocation. Nomad Elite helps the middle class and entrepreneurs, wealthy people relocate from America to Europe. If you're interested in obtaining a residence permit anywhere in Europe, specifically in Southern Europe or Switzerland, please feel free to reach out to us. You can check out our website right below this video. Thank you so much for watching Nomad Elite. We appreciate you. If you have any questions, please feel free to post them in the comments below, and we see you on the next video.